Okay.
guys, we have been talking for honestly. I pushed the live button and we didn't go live. Oh my God! I am so sorry. I tell you what, Phil. If it wasn't for you writing that, and the thing was, I looked in the corner and I couldn't see any sort of countdown timer, and I'm thinking strange. And I've gone when you said that, I just looked in the corner, guys. I've got to apologise. Honestly, we've been talking here thinking that we were live. I had an introduction music that I've already played and shut down, and we weren't even live. Oh my God! Oh,
and it was the best 10 minutes of YouTube content ever.
Really, what it was, guys. What it was. I was waiting for Alex to join us. So we've talked about Phil's car show, and no one heard. So perhaps that was a blessing in disguise. I don't know. But I've got to say, now can I bring up the chats? Ray, Dave. I'll have to. Sorry, guys. This is ridiculous. Sorry, I do apologise. You're upvoted. The chalky one I've gone through that one. Dingo Dave. Well, hello, mate. Thank you for being here, all guys. I'm going to have to quickly go through this again. One Day Retro. Thank you for being here. Red, you said good evening earlier. Matt H. Sorry, Matt. Gonna have to say it all again. Oh dear. I've gone all bleeding hot and sweaty now. Christ, what have I done? See, have a great evening all. Looking forward to the show. It started ages ago, mate. Oh dear. They say you learn by your mistakes. That was a ridiculous. I could have made a cup of tea. Yes, you could have done, mate. You could have made a flask. My God. Oh, so Alex was just talking about the rugby match he went to, and what I was going to ask you, Alex, I know after you said about you was invited by Mulfred to the Saracens and Sale.
Yeah.
My question to you was going to be: do you still prefer them holding the ball, or do you prefer it at a feet? What's your?
I grew up playing rugby, so rugby union. So I prefer international rugby, but obviously football is my bread and butter sort of day in, day out. So you can't really choose between the two children, can we? I think what was interesting about the rugby game was that they're not exerting themselves as much as you would see them in an international game, and I think it's probably just due to the finances, the professionalism of the game, that they're trying to conserve their energy, make sure they don't get injured too much so that they're available for selection for international. And that's where they make their money. They get, huge appearance fees to play for the national side, international sides. So I just thought it was a little bit like they were leaving a lot. They weren't really leaving it all on the pitch, so to speak. But that was the first half. The second half came alive. They sort of showed them a clean pair of heels and sort of sent the second Manchester-based team back home with their tail between their legs.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. Good. I'm just laughing at these comments. Yeah, I can't help but laugh. Turn the computer on. You're right, and Chili Badger. Look, hello, watch people. Welcome to the Nearly Live show.
If Alex wasn't on the panel, it definitely wasn't the best 10 minutes of YouTube. That's because I was. So I wasn't there for the first 10 minutes.
Dean, I wasn't a great cab driver either, mate. So, Christ. Monday Retro. Alex only plays games where he gets to hold the balls.
It is true. Yeah.
Apes, Red, when you buying the watch? Yes, that's a good question, Apes. That's a good question on everybody's lips. When are you going to make that decision?
Haven't found the right one yet.
You haven't found the right one yet.
Going to have. I'm on the lookout. For one, but I need to find it.
You must have some idea.
Well, I was going to buy that one, the one the Watchfinder had, but it's sold. So I'm basically looking for find me another one. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to find another one.
Is this the date you're talking about still?
Yeah.
Hi, Marco. Good evening, my friend. Glad you're here, mate. And one day retro saying hi to Marco. Red, it says here, Red, please tell me you are in the kitchen.
No. This is the study. No, my son sort of builds these. My son builds these things here. So and then he puts them in here. There's a whole other wall of stuff there too now that we have. So he really likes, all the sort of Lego Star Wars stuff. So, and he has other Lego stuff, but he tends to build it, and break it apart, and it's everywhere. So when he builds any of the Lego Star Wars stuff, he sort of sets it in here, so it's kept good and out of the way, and none of his mates, I can pull it apart like I reckon that.
Red, can you answer the rumor that you have a Princess Leia costume that you tend to wear occasionally?
I don't know.
Really?
I don't have a Wookiee one.
Okay.
So yeah, I have a Chewbacca one, but no, not a Princess Leia one. No.
Guys, no James S this week. James is, I'm not sure if he's travelling or he's what James is doing, but he's not available this week. I think he's on a bit of a holiday. I'm not sure if he's on for about a month. He was saying, so he might not be available for about a month. So if you are listening, James, have a great vacation holiday, mate, and safe travels, guys. I've got to say, Alex, I haven't, guys. After last week's stream, my health took a bit of a dive. I wasn't very well last week. For most of the week, it was only basically yesterday I started feeling anything near back to normal, and I'm still not there at the moment. My wife has been in bed for 2 days. It was her first day up today.
Oh, wow.
So whatever we was hit with, I mean, it knocked us both for 6. And sorry. So what I was going to say is, it was touch and go today whether I was going to do the stream, and I thought, well, listen, I've had 2 weeks off. I'm near enough back to normal, and I'll give it a shout. And hence I've called it, like, we'll look at new releases in a mo. But what I've got to get onto yesterday, Alex, I haven't been watching much of the live streams of Tim's because I've been having early nights, trying to get some rest. But yesterday I thought was an absolute fantastic stream. I just thought, fragrances, when you talk fragrances, you talk whiskey, I think a little bit of a watch talk, but that general chit chat of anything really, you know what I mean? Fragrances, whiskey, cigars, I just think just works so well, on that Sunday. And I watched a little bit. I watched a little bit of it today, and as I say, you was on it for you was on it all back for the 4 hours. I think
Pretty
4.5 hours going for.
Yeah, pretty much.
But what was lovely to see was I think Tim had the whole 9 panelists on there. You Oisin, yourself, Tim, obviously, Daniel Katz, Manny, etc., Dirk, Michaela. Sarge. Sorry, Manny. Was it Travis? Was Travis on? Manny was on. Was it Travis? No, who was the guy?
Xavier was on. I don't know who that was.
Who?
Xavier. I don't know if that was.
Oh right, sorry. Sorry. Okay, but whatever it was, I just absolutely thought it was a fantastic stream, and and as I say, it was just so laid back, and I just thought it was brilliant, guys. I just had to say that, and I thought, I look forward to every Sunday if it's going to be like that. And as I did before, I know this is a newly thing that Tim's really thought of about on Sundays, just having a stream that's chilled and talk about just different things. I think a little bit of fashion they're on tonight, aren't they? The fashion, the police, fashion police on tonight after us, I believe. With Oisin, Michaela, and Dirk.
Yeah, Michaela jumped on the stream as well at one point.
Yeah, Michaela was on the stream, which I said it was good to do. Guys, before I go any further, there's a super chat from Apes, $4.99. TWA, Alex and Red. Loving the streams. Get well soon, TWA, brother. Thank you, Apes. Much appreciated. And so's the super chat. It really is appreciated, guys. Guys, it's not just a super chat. You wouldn't mind just giving us a thumbs up and subscribe if you don't subscribe already. It really does help the stream. And as I say, Apes, thank you so much, brother, for that super chat. It's really appreciated, my friend. So, but what I'd like to say, Alex, I think someone showed it. I don't know if it was Tim or someone showed a box that one of the fragrances come in.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the fragrance. Can I just go full screen? Sorry.
Yeah, sure. Let me just do that for you.
So, this is the fragrance that my fragrance come in. It's the Creed Aventus.
Okay.
Now that box is huge, isn't it? Look at the size of it, and it's a lovely box. Honestly, that's how it come. Yeah.
That's the actual box, the outer box.
Yeah, that's the actual box, and that's the bottle.
You got to be kidding me.
I'm not. That's the actual box. That's the box. Let me just go backwards. And look, that's the bottle it come in. It absolutely dwarfs it. What it just doesn't make sense. As I say, it's a lovely box, but such a way, surely it really is. Phil's killing himself. What are you killing yourself for? Where are the papers? But Timmy's in the chat. There he is. Where are the papers? What papers, Tim? For what?
You got
the
box
box, right?
Box and papers. Oh yeah, where are the papers?
Wasn't that size? I got a normal size box like mine.
No, she's absolutely huge, mate. Absolutely huge. As I say, it literally for that.
Did you get that mail order? Did that come mail order to you, or did you buy it?
Yes.
Or did you buy it in store like that?
No, it's from the Creed website.
Oh, it's from the Creed website. Yeah, because
it's from the Creed website.
When you buy it in store, you don't get a box like that. Like you get a normal sort of Creed outer cardboard box, but not
right.
That size.
No, it come from their website when I ordered it, and as I say, but yeah. So let's have a quick wristwatch check, guys.
Well, before we do that, Steve, I just hope you and the missus are feeling better. I know your missus is due to go back out to Greece, so it'd be a shame if she's crook.
Yeah, she's off to Greece again next Tuesday week, Alex. So she's back to Parga for a few days.
Yeah.
As I say, thank you for that, mate. Yeah, I'm feeling a lot better anyway. And as I say, we got New York, we got Watch Time New York coming up, and I just wanted to get this all out of the way, and I didn't want to feel a little bit rough traveling on an aeroplane for 6-7 hours. So I just wanted to get it out all out of the way, and hopefully I'll be 100% by Watch Time New York, which I should be. So which I'm really looking forward to.
And secondly, I think what was I hope Oshin doesn't take any offense for this. It was the first time I see Oshin not have an opinion on something, which was fragrances.
Yeah.
So
I tell you what, I've got to say, he's out of his comfort zone, isn't he?
He was, though, but at least he was willing to listen and learn and sort of try things out and take some.
No, exact,ly. That's how I feel.
And I think that consultation, there are many fragrance-related YouTubers out there that actually charge a consultancy fee for the sort of thing that we did last night. So he saved himself thousands of pounds on buying the wrong fragrances and also the consultation. So I think I'm due a Negroni or two if I ever bump into him. But hopefully he enjoyed himself, and he sort of gleaned some knowledge from sort of a bunch of people that were on there. So it was like Dirk, obviously, he's got a huge knowledge about fragrances, and quite a few other people there had their own sort of experiences as well. So Sean, Sarge, loads of people that had their own sort of opinions. Kleiner Hund couldn't really join us later on. He was out biking at the time. He's a huge frag-ahead, as they call them. So it was a shame that he couldn't join us, but next time. But yeah, it was fun. Oshin sat back and said, "Look, I'm here to listen to you guys. I'm willing to learn." And also Daniel Katz as well. Daniel Katz sort of was 2 for 2 in terms of bad decisions. He had bought a fragrance from Aesop, which I think it was okay. It was their sort of, like Molton Brown's type hand wash lotion stuff, but they also do fragrances. Aesop is sort of similar sort of brand. They're a sort of luxury brand, but he had tried to pass off a bottle of wine as a valid inclusion in the topic or conversation. It only turned out it had no alcohol in it whatsoever, and he took one swig of it and he went like, "No, you're right, guys. This is a waste of time. These the wine." So it's that was. And Tim says DK got worse wine. DK, who's that? Dirk? I'm not sure who he is talking about. But Daniel Katz got worse wine. Yes, absolutely, yeah. But it was also, that Daniel was sort of patiently taking notes as well. He seemed to spend a lot of time asking questions to Michaela to sort of get the woman's perspective from it, which was quite interesting. So yeah, it was a fun night, a long night as well.
Yeah, I just want to bring this up. This might MC Carlino, Phil. This is MC Carlino. He's a Porsche man.
Mm-hmm.
MC Carlino. He Red Shovel went on a Porsche weekend. His club. Sorry, it was the Region 27 Red, wasn't it? Sorry, you were saying
Region 27. That's right. Uh-huh.
Yeah, and it's a car club that Red Shovel belongs to, and they have a meet up every. And if I'd have went live, MC Carlino, you'd have heard the story that Phil was telling. And I forgot to press that. Well, I didn't forget. I did it, but I don't know what went wrong. But it's certainly, we didn't go live. And I think Phil wasted about 5 minutes telling us all about the golf club. And we weren't live, but that's my apology. I hold my hands up to that. And but MC Carlino, I believe you're a real Porsche fan, and he says sometimes better boxes, free samples when you buy direct from the original suppliers direct. Same with Floris and Aqua de Parma. Okay, I've got Aqua de Parma. I do like Aqua de Parma. It's very nice fragrance.
Just I caught a bit of that stream when you were on talking about Porsches with Tim. I thought that was like a convention of doggers. I wasn't sure exactly what was going on in that car park. Who spends their time in a car park with Porsches?
What it was?
Night.
The 4G or the 5G inside the hotel is crap, and plus the hotel Wi-Fi isn't great either. So the best signal is actually out in the car park.
Okay. I just thought maybe you were combining two hobbies together at the same time.
No, I did get some strange looks now, like from people, hanging about this row of cars, like in the, in more or less darkness.
I just found out actually my next door neighbor, they had their car was broken into. It's just a VW. It's a VW Golf. It's nice enough, but they ripped out the stereo system, and the damage they caused to the car. They got a quotation from VW of £14,000 to replace it.
Jesus.
Effectively, right, because the value of the car is 13 or something. The insurance company have said, we're effectively writing off your car. Just to get the wiring loom, because of the damage that they caused, they charge something like £8,000. So I feel for my neighbours at the moment because that's you're minding your own business, and somebody comes along claiming to be a Porsche expert, coming along just checking out cars, and at the same time this sort of happens. I
thought you was going to say they nicked the car and then brought it back, Alex. But,
no, but brazen as hell, because it's well illuminated.
No, they are, mate. They go around with computers now.
Yeah,
it's the computer that does it. It's the computer. Yeah. They've got the software now,
but they physically had to rip out sort of the speakers.
Point taken. But when they nick the cars now,
what were they trying to steal? What bit of it were they trying to steal?
I thought the days of stealing a stereo were long gone, given that they're sort of integrated into dashboards.
Exactly, they're not. They're integrated now, and there's no. Once they're ripped out, I don't think they're any use, are they?
Well, I had a BMW 640 once, and there was an accident. I had a bit of an incident, let's just say, with the actual screen inside it, right? And it needed a new one. And there was there was a couple of them for sale, but they were been sold out of Romania, or somewhere like that. And I thought that I said the ones down at BMW who were charging an absolute fortune, obviously, like for this new screen. I can get this part, and from Romania, and the guy says, mate, they're all stolen. People will steal the car and they'll break it up and they'll actually, take various parts of it, and that's just one of them, as they're looking something like £2,800 like for this screen.
Yeah.
And just end up paying it then. But yeah, well, that's what they do. But
I felt really gutted for my neighbours. That was all.
It's weird that they would have just, because they normally steal the car and then break it.
Yeah.
They've got the car. So I don't know. Maybe I wasn't sure. Maybe the car was recovered or something. But yeah, I think that was it. I think they stole the car and the police managed to recover the vehicle, but after it had been stripped of the audio stuff. But if you're going to go to that trouble, you'd strip it of a lot more than just the stereo.
Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense.
I mean, I don't know if you heard about this thing about bicycles. Where if you buy a lock for the bicycle, some of these locks come with a bit of insurance as well, supposedly to cover the cost of it. But that is only if the person stealing it actually leaves the lock there for you. You have to provide evidence of the lock being destroyed. And a lot of these thieves not only deprive you of your bicycle, but actually also deprive you of the ability to be able to claim on the warranty. And you'd think that these thieves would go, "Oh, let's leave the lock behind because they'll get a new bike, and then I can steal that one as well." But
I actually seen a high-end bike and stole there once. They done a freeze attack on it. They basically froze the lock and just smashed it.
Yeah.
And that's how they got it. It looked like a fairly substantial lock too, that the guy had. But they did actually leave the lock there, and it was literally they were they literally jumped out of a transit van and had this cylinder with them, and they just sprayed this stuff onto the lock. I had like a small sledgehammer, just hit it, and it just shattered.
They're so brazen about it, aren't they? I mean, I've seen them pulling out portable grinders and grinding
I've seen that.
Grinding the locks.
Seen it. I've seen it in action.
It's so brazen.
That's amazing. Anyway, look, we're changing the topic of tonight's show a little bit.
We're stealing bikes now.
Do you see how easy? Do you see how easy it is to fall into that type of conversation?
But this is for you, Red. It's MT Carlin hoping to buy a Porsche 991. So,
you got the buy a 911. He wants to buy a 911. Where's he going to buy it from? But I tell you, we're the best. All right, just one more thing about car. There's a car for sale.
No, carry on.
At the minute, if you're looking to buy a 911, there's one for sale by Porsche Classic. On the Porsche Approved website, it's a 997. 911, right? And it's a one owner from new, 24,000 miles just, and it's coming out of a Porsche center. Now they don't, unfortunately, because it's older, it'll not have the Porsche warranty with it. But if you were looking at 911 turbo and you didn't want to spend the big massive money on a new one, this is perfect. Absolutely perfect.
Can I just bring up this? Look, I know we're sort of derailing it a little bit. That is why.
No, you just carry on. I've got stuff in the background. So
there was just one thing from last night's show. They were talking about ambergris as an ingredient of fragrances. It's used, and I said, look, Ray is the expert on that because of his marine involvement in marine biology, and people were saying on the panel that ambergris comes from the sperm of whales. And I'll go, no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. It comes from the sort of internal digestive system of sperm whales. I just wanted to send out that public service announcement there in case people are thinking, "Oh my God, I'm chucking my fragrances away." Well, mind you, it's coming from in the internal digestive system of a whale. It doesn't sound anything too nice. But yeah, just thanks for Ray for just confirming that. Yes, and it is. It's a banned substance. IFRA is the sort of international body that deals with what you can and cannot use in fragrances. They banned it some time ago, but yes, some people, it still happens today. So yeah, they will normally specify as ethical ambergris or sort of artificial ambergris. Although I don't know how you fake it, but I think that's enough fragrance talk for tonight. Let's return back to I think you were going to do a wrist check mention there,
Yep.
Steve. So let's go back. Let's go back to the beginning.
Right. I'm just going to. I'll bring it up. I just got me broke out me date just today.
And is that a 41 or a 30?
No, that's a 36, mate.
36.
36. Yeah.
Okay.
116233.
And what's your wrist size there, Steve?
7 inches.
Well, that looks really good. That.
Can you just bring it up again? Because I think Red needs to have a closer look at that. Just keep it on the other side with the dial.
Yeah.
Oops, sorry.
So I think the lug to lug is a little bit longer than the 36 would suggest. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, Alex. I wear my GMT most of the day. Most of the days now. Yeah. I wear my GMT, and I put this on, and to me, my GMT is quite big. It's around 39-40. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When I put this on, it doesn't. What am I trying to say? It does to me. It doesn't make any difference. It doesn't. The 36 to the 40 doesn't make any difference to me. It doesn't. I think to myself, "Oh, that looks small." It just doesn't. You know what I mean? But that's just my opinion. But
yeah.
So with you, Phil, I don't know if whether it's definitely going to be the 36 or 41, but
I was wearing, as I am today here, the root beer all weekend. And
yeah,
this after wearing the the 36 or like shitter like for a while, this felt big. Like so it did.
Right. It feels big with you, does it?
It does now. I think that your eyes, sort of adjust after a while to the smaller watches, and they just look like perfectly normal then. Whereas at the start, they do look small, but your eyes, it just adjusts. So this actually feels sort of like big now.
Yeah.
Has the GMT Master 2 always been that sort of size? I know sometimes throughout. I mean, the GMT Master was the original one. That was quite small, wasn't it?
It's a bit smaller. Yes, my sort of my 1981 one or 81 does feel like a smaller watch. It is a smaller watch, and it's probably about the perfect size, like for me. But I think when it comes to the data, everyone has a different opinion. But I think the 41, if I was to get a 41, it'll look, it'll be too much. It'll be too big. It'll just look way too blingy and gold. And I think that's why I'm sort of swaying more towards the, like this 36. And if I get it, and if I really didn't like it, as long as I've bought it, it's like half sensibly, I'm not going to lose much on it. No. That's my sort of thoughts on it.
So if you've sorted out the size, Red, what are you teetering on? The actual dial?
No, I'm not. No, I had picked one that I was going to buy, but it's champagne dial, sticks, no diamonds, no Roman numeral stuff, just the Tony Soprano one basically. That's basically
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
30, and there was one, as I think we looked at, like sort of last week, that Watchfinder had. It was perfect, and I just left it too long to get organized, like to buy it. And I sat down saying, right, I'm going to buy this, and then it's sold. So I'm sort of looking around for another one, but every one that I see or that other people are sending me is either like Roman numerals or it's got diamonds on the dial, and I don't want that.
No, too blingy.
Yeah.
And the thing is, can I ask you as well? Is it yellow gold? Is it yellow gold?
Yellow gold and the 6-digit reference as opposed to the 5-digit one. The 6-digit one, as I think Uncle Jonga. I was talking to him, like one day, and he sort of explained, the differences in the bracelet. How it's a little bit more sort of like chunkier, on the case. So I think the 6-digit reference, but any ones that I'm sort of seeing at the minute, they all either have diamonds, or there's a nice one that again the Watchfinder have just taken in, but it's like it's like a navy blue dial. It's nice enough, but I think it would just be settling on it. I think it would just be buying it just to buy one. I'm just going to wait until they have another.
I just think it sounds like you've got it in your head what you want now, and the thing is, don't let anybody persuade you any. You know what I mean? Just get what you want in your head, and then go for it.
One. There was one guy there on Instagram there actually did send me one that was for sale in a UK dealer there, but there's no box or papers, and I want the full set. That's just it. And I'm going to pay more for that. I don't know that, but that's just the way I am. I want the full set.
Cool.
Right. So just to bring up James' advisor talking to Marco. Is a 914 really a Porsche? I'm joking. MC Carlino, Marco, love shape. Sorry, they're talking to each other. That's good. That 997, but was too slow. So bought M2 competition.
M2 competition is a really nice car, but if I had a choice between an M2 competition and a 997, 911, I would go for how fast do you need to go? The M2 competition is brilliant if you're beating it around a track, if you're going to the Nürburgring or something, but if you're just doing like normal driving, I think I'd rather have the 911.
Right. Alex, I think, was it your turn?
Yeah. So I'm wearing the Dark Lord, the Monaco Dark Lord.
You had that on. You had that on last night. Did you sleep in it?
No. But I just I've only just got my watches back from safety deposit box, so I haven't had a chance to sort of set things up how I like. So I just thought I'd reach for this again. I'm just trying to give some of my watches, well, particularly my Monacos, a bit of a fair wear to see which ones I'm going to get rid of and which ones I'm going to wear.
Yeah.
Okay. So
that's
it's
good watch that.
I mean, this one's like a little bit dressier with a sort of gold indices and gold hands.
It's a brilliant starter watch. Brilliant starter watch.
Shut your face. Shut your face.
No, I'm serious. Every AD that I've been into, right, whether it be London here, anywhere, where there's a young fella who's just maybe starting out in that AD ship, the first watch that they always buy is a Monaco. They're always sitting there wearing this big Monaco watch, and they always say to themselves, I wish, I've just bought this like to start. And that's what they say. I've just bought this to start. And they can't wait until they get enough money for the next stage, to buy, like the Mega or something like that. It's a starter watch. It's a good, solid starter watch.
Well, I personally like the watch for the history it represents. So we can say the speed, like if we look at different maisons, you've got Omega with the Speedmaster, you've got the Daytona of Rolex, and I think that the Carrera and the Monaco are sort of tagged or Hoyer's entry in that sort of pantheon of iconic watches. It is it's a watch that was designed just before the 1970s, and it still divides opinion today. Now, some might say after 50 years, maybe you should give it a rest and make properly designed watches. I mean, that's what the Carrera is for. That's a more traditional shaped car. This is a watch. I'm getting confused in Carrera watches and Carrera cars. But this is just, it's a little bit smarter looking than your usual Monaco. It's made out of titanium, so it's not sort of very heavy on the wrist as well. And I think that probably this is the one I'm going to keep out of the three. but I'm going to make my sort of final consolidated list of watches and see, make sure I've got enough variety of dial color, watch shape and functionality and stuff like that, because some of the monikers have to find a new home. Not enough wrist time to warrant.
And where is that new home going to be? Where are you going to sell them through? Are you going to?
Well, I mean, like there's the watch boutique, Dan Watch Boutique over in Northampton, but also Spencer at BQ Watches. I've happy to. I think I've consigned a couple of watches with him in the past.
If you join the rewards club, you get preferential rates there. Actually, they just
do it. Oh, okay.
Yeah, £250 a year, isn't it?
So just to be, I'll be honest, I've already consigned a couple of watches with Spencer, and he's looking after them for me.
Wow.
I don't know. I mean, the thing is, I don't think these things are going to sell.
What did you consign? Can you say, or do you not want to say?
Well, why don't people go and have a look at BQ Watches and guess which
it's too much hard work out. Hold on.
No. It's okay.
For me, Alex, the Monaco would be the white face with the blue subdials.
The Monaco, the white dial.
Is it the blue subdials? Are they blue subdials?
Oh, the last year's release. With the yellow hand. Yeah, and then they released the green one this year, which you.
That's right. Yeah, for me, it'd be the blue. I like the green was okay. Yeah, I did like the one with the blue subdials.
Oh, okay, all right. Yeah, I think I saw when I went to Silverstone when Tag Heuer invited me there to see the British Grand Prix practice sessions. There was a guy there that had 5 Monacos, and that was one of them. He had that. He also had the Night Driver, which is a Monaco that has the full dial is illuminated. It's got lume, the whole dial, so like it just lights up like a Christmas tree when it's nighttime. So yeah, I think I was talking to Double D. He sort of really convinced me, or rather sort of helped me coalesce my thoughts into thinking, if you're not wearing the watches, what is the point? There's more.
Is this one of your watches, Alex?
Which one?
Is this one because this is like something that you would obviously buy here, like so it is. Is that like is that yours? Nobody sounds like
no, it's not. It's
a Glycine watch at £3,500. Holy moly! Wow.
So that's a foil-filled watch head.
Is it right?
Well, Glycine.
I've seen Glycine watches before, but never.
Oh no, Glycine. I thought you meant glycerol. Sorry, beg your pardon.
No.
Okay.
It's a Glycine, but it's £3,500 on BQ. Whoa.
Yeah.
That's a lot. That's not yours, but no, I would have put money on that being yours.
No, I've already shared with everybody what my watch collection is, but it's my journey, isn't it?
I wasn't paying attention. I got bored after the Monacos. I just sort of switched off.
Fair enough. That's all right.
Guys, just a reminder to give us the thumbs up, please, if you don't mind. If you haven't already done it.
I think we know who this one is. I think we know who that is.
Yeah.
I think we know who that one is. Yep. There we go. I think we know who that belongs to. There we go.
No idea.
I think that's Greggy Boys.
Oh, is that? Sorry, is that Greggy Boys?
I think that's Greggy Boys one. Yep.
Right. Wow.
So that's a hell of a piece, isn't it?
That's nice. Hell of a piece. Yeah.
It's a beautiful watch, actually. Out there, it's a beautiful watch. It's very blue. If you're in the blue stuff, it's good. Its price is reduced there from what he had bought that for, so it's a bargain.
I just wanted to say that's Greggy Boy of Fragrance Samples UK, guys. So talking to fragrances, check that out. This the guy sells samples of the fragrances, and it's the real McCoy. So Fragrance Samples UK is Greggy Boy. So check out his website, guys, for fragrances. I just want to say hello to Canadian Watch Monkey. Hi, mate. Thank you for joining us. I don't know if it should, but there's a question here, guys, and I did see a little bit of Daytime Love from the World Time UK. It says, guys, can I ask, World Time UK was a bit quiet on YouTube this year, surely. Apart from D Time Love to be the Pietro 75, that was the only stream I saw actually. I didn't even know there was a show. I didn't even know there was a show.
I don't think, from what I hear, I don't think Paul Thorpe was there, doing his normal sort of walk around. He's too busy deleting stuff still.
Come on, man. Come on.
But well, no, these.
No, it was quiet. It was quiet. I mean, listen, quiet. Sorry. YouTube wise, it was quiet. But when I watched the stream on D Time Love, it seemed fairly busy with Palm, Night Watchman. Is it the Night Watchman? When he was interviewing Nick Nicola. I think he was talking to Nick Nicola as well. Right. Excuse me, sorry. It did look busy. It did look busy, but I take your point. It was quiet on YouTube. So
I think there's a few less brands in it too. Doxa wasn't there. Sin or Sign or whatever. There was a few less brands there at it. But it still looked like if you're into watches, it's still a good show. Like it's still a good show, to go to. Like plenty of good brands at it.
But what I couldn't understand, guys, and I'm not going to dwell on this too much, but there's another one on the 13th of October, I believe, at Heathrow. Is it held in this Skyline Hotel or something?
I didn't know.
On the 13th of this 13th of October, there's also another watch show. So whether this being too close together had something to do with it, I don't know.
I never heard about this other show. Haven't heard about that.
I think if you look on the website, there is a watch show. Skyline, no, not the Sheraton Skyline, is it? Watch show. Anyway,
it's not D. It's not one that's put together by D-Book.
No, no, sorry, it's not. But it might be to do with secondhand. It might be to do with the secondhand market as well.
Oh, was that there was something that was sort of passed by me? There was some sort of other London watch show that was, it was branded like a London watch show.
I think it's more to do with the second-hand market than anything else. But as I said, when I watched the stream of D Time Love, it did look busy. I mean, it did look. It was attended. It looked very well attended. So but I do take your point about on YouTube. No, there wasn't much YouTube coverage, was there, mate? To be honest.
So, guys, out there, I see we have a Parm and Andy show talking. What you saying? Hello to us,
Parm and Andy.
The Parm and Andy show. That's what it should be called. Parm and Andy's podcast. A Chrono Passion 777, whatever it is. It's a brilliant podcast. It really is. But the name they should just call it the Parm and Andy show. It would have been far simpler.
Guys, I just got to quickly bring up this because I haven't seen Daniel in Tim's chat, or I'm glad you are in this chat, Daniel. I hope you're okay, my friend, and things are going well for you. Best wishes to you and the family. As I say, just good to see you in the chat, and I hope you stick around and watch the show, my friend. Good to see you, Daniel.
We have Watch Royalty in the chat as well. We have Marcelo Time saying hi. Hi, Marcelo. It was his birthday, I think.
I was just going to say happy birthday, Marcelo.
Happy birthday.
For the weekend. Right.
I was gifted a Marcelo Time membership. So thank you. I will make
use of it.
Use of that.
So happy birthday, Marcelo! And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it might have been Thomas Burnett's birthday as well.
That's right.
Was it Thomas's? So if Thomas is watching or he catches this stream, Thomas, I hope you had a fantastic weekend. I'm so sorry I missed your show on Saturday, but as I say, I've been feeling a bit under the weather. So, but as I say, I'll hopefully catch your show the next couple of weeks. So apologies for that. And I'm sure it was a great show, Thomas. That's the Escapement show with Thomas Burnett and the panel. Guys. So should we have a quick look, because the time's getting on now, and should we have a quick look at some of these releases that?
Let me just deal with this one extra comment from.
Well, then I'll be getting. Go on.
Ray is saying, does BQ have a Tudor P01 for sale? No, I don't think they do. Ray, I don't know if you saw last week, we were looking at watches that were on sale at Goldsmiths. They were having huge discounts. I think they still have some discounts, but I think they were discounting the P01 to about £2,000 or so pounds, something like that, or quite significantly lower than the retail price. I think all they've got now is pre-owned in the P01, but if you don't mind that, it's definitely worth having a look and see. Yeah, £2,235. So you can definitely pick yourself up a bit of a bargain, which is the Thomas Burnett watch, an Anito strap.
An Anito strap. So this is the new release, I believe, from Fears.
Mm-hmm.
The Brunswick 40.5 jump hour Raven, all different colours. I don't know what your thoughts are, guys. As I say, I'm just going to bring one up because, as I say, we're just your thought. I don't know what your thoughts are on it. It's quite Trumpy, really, to be honest. 4,000.
This is the sort of like general release watch of the special edition they launched about a year ago, wasn't it? The one they did in collaboration with who was it? Fears and oh god damn it, it's escaping me now. But that
Tears for Fears.
Tears for Fears. I think they did it in collaboration with. It was more of a sort of reddish. More sort of luxurious burgundy red type color,
right?
Was it the sort of British Alliance watch or something or other? I think that was it.
I'm not sure, Alex. I'm not sure, but I don't know what your thoughts are on this, guys. It's an interesting really colorway. Yeah, it is really. I mean, obviously different colours and that, but as I say, it's quirky, very quirky. But Nah,
it doesn't work that one for me.
Okay, so I'll bring up the picture of the watch. So this was a collaboration with Christopher Ward and the Alliance 01. Yeah, let me just
go on in, mate.
Yeah, it's all right. Represent share screen. Where is it? There we go. So that's the one that it's based on.
See, that looks really, really classy.
Nice. It does, doesn't it?
Really classy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the fact that it's a sort of like a monotone, it's not like a dual tone sort of thing that they've gone with now, but that was a very limited release. I think they sold out straight away. And that was, yes, the Fears Christopher Ward Alliance 01. So it's a jump hour watch built in collaboration with British brand Christopher Ward. So the jump hour is the same module that is going to be used in the Belcanto, funnily enough, I think. I may be wrong.
Alex Ray's just saying thank you, Kojak. So
no problem, brother. So that one, I think that looks better
on that colour and on the wrist. Definitely
stunning on that one. So if you want to go back to your watches. No,
I was just going to quickly say we're almost like 10 minutes to go. I know we're going to most probably go over a little bit, but I was just going to run through quickly some of but I think it definitely looks better on this wrist, and the colour's much better than the one I actually showed. So yeah,
Can I get you guys' opinion on the new pneumatic GMT? I know that me and Tim talked about it, but I just want I just want your opinion. A lot of people have sort of said to me, no, it's still like brilliant value, but I think it's too expensive compared to what Christopher Ward have their GMT for, and which is the same movement.
Let's have a look.
Before we do that, just to finish off on the Brunswick, they do want it in the black. Well, that looks quite nice smart. Too. That looks quite smart.
Yeah.
I think it's just this sort of orange thing that doesn't do it really any favors.
No, No, yeah, perhaps it's the colour that put me off. But as I say, when you showed that one on the wrist with that guy, it changed it for me. It really did change it. So perhaps it either has to be on the wrist or the same colour as
Yeah, I think this is just
Well-
too. Yeah, I mean, orange is a very. It's a color. That's for certain. It is a very. It's like a Doxa orange, isn't it? Like the Doxa sub.
Yeah.
Doxa sub 300 has that sort of color. But yeah, but I think the one in the black one looks good. £3,500. I think it's got to be a Salita, isn't it? I would have thought. I think it looks good. I think it's SW200. Yeah, your standard stuff. I'm pretty sure it's going to have that module from Christopher Ward. What does it say? The automatic winding JJ01 movement or the module development house by Christopher Ward. Yeah, so this is the same movement that is used by Christopher Ward's bel canto. So the same, because it's an hourly repeater, it's just using that jumping hour mechanism. It's a module sitting on top of the SW200, and it uses that to sort of jump the date wheel or sort of the hour wheel. I think it's really nice in this.
I like, what it does. I think the same color makes it much better looking than it does when it's broken up, especially with that. Was it the orange?
Yeah, the orange.
Yeah, it definitely. If it's the same color, it definitely does much. See, well, for me personally, it does anyway. Yeah. Just a quick super chat, Dr. Bob's Nightmare, $5. Is this where you send the monies for the Marcello's birthday party? Send more monies now. Thanks, Dr. Bob. Much appreciated.
This is the one. I mean, this one's two-tone, so it has the green. It's not too.
That's not drastic. That's not drastic.
That's not too drastic. But I think it's the orange one. So the other one was pneumatic, yeah?
I just got it up here. Let me just
go ahead.
Let me just see if this is the one, Phil, for you. Is this the one, Phil? These?
Yeah. This is their new GMT. So this
any
is
particular one?
Well, no. Anyone? I just think that it's their sort of diver watch is about between sort of £550, £600, sort of cheaper than this. This is a lovely watch, but I think it's just overpriced compared to a similar watch from Christopher Ward with the same movement, at about £1,000.
Right. Yeah, this is the Salita SW330-2 movement with 56 hour power reserve for unstoppable precision. So, sorry, let's have a look, see the price. What was the price on this, Phil?
It's £1,600.
Oh, okay.
And the Christopher Ward is £1,000 more, is it?
No, the Christopher Ward's about £1,000.
Okay.
Right.
So I just think that this is a little bit. This to me would have been an absolute winner at about £1,000, I think.
Mm-hmm. So you think this is a little pricey for?
I think when you compared, it was actually on the night that they launched it, in the chat, of all people, T and Tickers was in the chat, and this is the first actually good point that he's made. He actually put to them, like, why is this so much better than the Christopher Ward? Like, why is this worth £500-600 more than the Christopher Ward? And he has a point. He does have a point there. He really does. I think they might struggle out with this one a bit.
Who recently got a Trident? Was it Zed? Vedster. He got.
He did.
A Trident GMT 300 with a white dial. I thought that looked pretty decent, and that was just £1,200. Well, just under £1,200 on a bracelet.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if we got it on a bracelet. So, let me just check to see, is that got the same movement in it?
It does have the same movement.
Yeah.
This is talking to Christopher Ward, the Death Diver.
It's just
And
a
this is-
bizarre watch. A bizarre watch.
This is really weird, and yet it's sold out. It's amazing, isn't it?
It was.
Wow,
Look at that.
The amount of
It's actually-
traction that Christopher Ward's getting now online is just unbelievable. You know, even even those there's a couple of or there's one Facebook forum that it is so active, it is unbelievable. The amount of Christopher Ward fans is just crazy now.
Well, they're expanding into the United States, and they've got someone representing them out there. They're actually in the process of moving to a larger location, their UK headquarters, so they can have more sort of space. And they're
Isn't
going
that the
great.
guy? Isn't that the guy that
From Zodiac, wasn't it?
Yeah.
that was the Zodiac
Yeah.
guy. He is tuned in like that guy. I forget his
Yeah.
name. I can just see him now because it was me and Tim sort of seen him at the last. There was a show, the wind-up show that was at where was it, in San Francisco, and we had we sort of walk in somewhere and sort of like I sort of seen the guy, but yet he was standing under the Christopher Ward booth, and I was going, "What's he doing?" You know, standing there, and of course he's now at Christopher Ward, and he's sort of handling the whole sort of like US thing for them. But he's a tuned in guy, huh?
Yeah. So I mean, Christopher Ward is now, I think, the UK's not saying much, but they're the biggest UK-based watch manufacturer. But it's not hard when you've got the likes of Bremont posting year after year losses, which is a bit of a shame.
Bremont are just they're just so lost now. It's actually sad because there was a lot of the Bremont watches before I really liked. They were always just a wee bit too overpriced. I think they pitched themselves in terms of prices that wee bit too much. But now they've completely lost it now with that new logo and things. I can't. I think it's a brand that's not going to survive.
I think they're more expensive than anything equivalent from Christopher Ward as well.
Yeah.
So they've reduced their, they're trying to reduce their price point by also changing their production methodology. They are buying off-the-shelf parts and stuff like that, like every other ones, but it just hasn't landed yet. But maybe they will. Maybe the next launch will correct some of that issues. I mean, hopefully, they will continue. They will continue to innovate and
just to interrupt you guys. Another super chat from Dr. Bob's Nightmare. $5. What do you guys think of the Yamaha Slim Diver with micro rotor? Dr. Bob, I've just checked it. Just tell me if it's this one, mate, please.
So this was the move. I think this is the movement that Yamaha created themselves, wasn't it?
Sorry, I've taken the. It says the Skin Diver Slim CMM 20 limited edition. Is this the one, Dr. Bob's? It's nearly £1,700. So, is this the one you're talking about? If you wouldn't mind putting it in the chat, or have I got the wrong one? Nice looking watch, actually. I quite like that. Yep, nice looking watch. I don't know if Dr. Bob put it, if this is the right one, my friend. Thank you for your super chat. Guys, as I say, wouldn't mind giving us the upvote, and if you don't subscribe to the channel. It does really help us. And maybe that's the one. Okay, thanks, mate. So I like that. I do like that. I quite like that. But I do have a problem. And
I know what it is.
Omega's the same. I do have a problem with that minute hand, I'm afraid. I just don't understand it.
You do understand the technical reason for that.
Yeah, but why? All right, then. Why does it sometimes happen on the minute hand, and on some versions it happens? It's on the hour hand and not on the minute hand.
No, I get. I understand. I mean, like, obviously, there's artistic license.
They don't stick to it, Alex. That's what I'm trying to get at. 1 minute it's on the minute hand, and then on another version it's on the hour hand. And
I think on the Aquaterra they have it on the hour. I'm not sure if they have it in the hour.
And on some models of Omega, they have it on both hands. So
yeah, but that's some watches that they launch are more historically accurate than other ones. So the Planet Ocean is quite a recent model and doesn't sort of have that weight of history on it, whereas their sort of heritage stuff will try to stay true to the original designs of the handsets. So they'll have the arrow on the minute hand, which for divers is the most important hand on a dive watch. Of course, we're not using it for diving these days. No, 99.9% of these watches will never go more than a meter deep in the ocean, but that's the rationale behind it.
Thomas Burnett in the chat. Hello, Thomas. As I said, I don't know if you've heard before, mate. Happy birthday for the weekend. I hope you had a great weekend, mate. And as I said, I'm sorry I missed your show. A bit under the weather. Thomas is saying to Dr. Bob's nightmare, the Yema in-house movement with the micro rotor developed with the help of the Olivia Moray is quite a nice movement. Props to Yema for developing an in-house movement. Yeah, really,
so
really nice.
Thanks, Thomas, for confirming that. I was wondering whether that was the was there some scandal or some rumor about that whole sort of in-house micro rotor movement. I'm not sure what it was. I need to refresh my memory on it. I think the Urban Gentry sort of talked about it about a couple of years ago or a year or so ago. I'll have to refresh my memory. Maybe for next week's show.
Yeah. But, thanks for that, Dr. Bobbs, and thanks for the super chat. Much appreciated. So I'm just going to quickly move on to the next one. Where is the one I want to show you guys? Because to me, it's a JLC Big Bang, not that one. Seaco Death Star. I've done that one. It's this one, 185. Could be this. Yeah, the JLC. This is for me is absolutely beautiful, stunning watch. It's a in-house caliber 185 manual winding. Its thickness 8.9 millimeter, 50-hour power reserve, frequency of 4 hertz. Its diameter is 33.5, so not too. 7 patents just for the minute repeater. The minute repeater of caliber 184, plays a Westminster melody and 4 hammers, rather than the usual 2 and 4 gongs. From the crystal gongs for a pure melody to the time-lapse reduction mechanism, which ensures a smooth cadence no matter what time it's chiming. This minute repeater is feat of horology, protected by 7 patents. This is honestly. Let me just.
How much?
I don't know, Alex.
Gyro tourbillon with a
gyro tourbillon. This is absolutely stunning in my opinion.
With a four hammer minute repeater, that's going to be something astronomically expensive.
Yeah. What's your thoughts on it, though?
The thing is,
I know the price.
From a technical perspective, you can't help but fall in love with it. But it's just like, why do we need these things? But I mean, the fact that they spend their time and effort and R&D on doing something like this, they've got to be applauded. I don't understand the business case for this watch, but then I'm not their target audience, obviously. I mean,
look at this movement. It's just unbelievable.
Wow.
Look how amazing how that. I mean, that is a technical marvel. Gyro tourbillon.
Absolutely stunning, guys. I don't know if there's a price. If anybody in the chat, maybe I've missed the price, but
5 pieces.
What was that saying? Was that limited to 5 pieces?
Limited to 5 pieces. That's going to be mega money then. That's mega money.
Yeah, I bet it's by appointment only as well. Yeah, limited to 5 pieces. My God.
So this is called the Master Hybris Artistica Caliber. Okay.
Yeah, caliber 184.
Hybris Artistica Caliber.
She's absolutely stunning. I just saw it. I just saw it on a web. On a app that I was sent by the one and only James the Advisor that I get a lot of stuff from, and I just happened to see it and I thought, wow, what a lovely, lovely watch. So I'm just going to stop shooting.
I think Alex should seriously consider folding them up and trading
the lot. Yeah, consigning the lot.
Yeah,
and then going straight for that.
Just go there and
that's you all over, Alex. That's you one and done. Oh, Jack, that's you one and done.
Well, if I did, then I'll be taking that to my grave because my wife will kill me.
Talking about being killed, I am going to have to go here, chaps. We're
okay, mate. Thanks for joining us, Phil. I've only got a couple more to run through, but thanks ever so much, my friend. Thank you.
I'll see you later. See you.
Yeah, take care, Phil. Thank you.
Cheers, Phil. This watch is bonkers. I mean, wow.
I've just got rid of it. I've just got rid of it. So
no. I'm just looking at the Fratello article on it. I'm just seeing if they've got price in there. I think it's going to be close to £1 million. I would have thought.
Well, you keep looking, Alex. I'm going to bring up another one. I'm just going to run through these quickly, guys. Just don't want to. This is to me, guys. I don't know about yourselves, but this is the Panerai Navy Seals.
Okay. Let me just. The article doesn't actually say what the price was, but there was a model that was released in 2019. And that was priced at €800,000. So I think this is going to be probably more expensive than that because that's before the 45% increases that they put in a year ago. So I think it's going to be a cool $1 million. For 5 pieces, there's going to be a cool $1 million. Wow. Sorry, go ahead. Oh, this is ridiculous.
No problem, mate. No problem.
Do you know what? Yeah. I think I'm happy. I'm happy with the cheap shitters that I've got. I don't think I could cope. I don't think I could cope. I don't think I could cope.
Yeah, and what do you think of these, mate? These Navy SEALs of Panerai. These.
I've tried.
The basic one.
Yeah, I've tried to get into Panerai. I
can't get over the size for me. They're just too big. I can't get over the crown guard. It looks like it's got a growth, doesn't it? Don't you think? I mean,
what? I don't mind that. I mean, that's what was quite attractive to me.
It's huge.
It was like a rounded square watch, and you know how much I like the odd square watch. So I tried to, but I think it's really. You've got to have a massive wrist, I think, to be able to pull something like that off.
Pull this off, yeah. But this one, I mean, it's
just something I missed out on. I've never really understood it. I've never really got. I understand the moniker. I mean, I'm racing. I'm into motor racing, so I understand motor racing heritage. Not so much on the Italian diver. Navy sort of contingent that were these Panerai watches, but that's not to say it's not a nice watch. They do some nice Panerais, but they're just all large. They're really, really large,
really huge. Yeah. And just very quickly, guys. Sorry, stop sharing now. Come back to you guys. Stop sharing. Just one more. I'll just say to William. Sorry. You want to read that one out, mate? You want to do it?
Yeah. And it's from C Nord for €11.99. Don't forget to upvote. That is very safe.
Much appreciated.
Thank you very much for that.
Thank you, C Nord. And thanks for being here, my friend. And hope you're here. We're here every Monday from 8 o'clock or 8:05 or 8:10, whenever. Whenever I start the live stream.
That's the first time we've ever streamed late, isn't it?
Yeah. Well,
it's not bad going.
That was. That was my fault. Steve, next time, press the go live button. But Nord, thank you so much for the super chat. Much appreciated. That Ray saying that watch is not aimed for civilians. This watch is not aimed at civilians. It's just for Navy SEALs, I assume, then, mate, is it? That movement looks beautiful. Sorry, was that the movement on the JLC?
I suspect it would be.
Capura. Thank you. Oh, Dean, sister. Thanks, Dean. Another super chat.
Oh,
sorry, super sticker. Thanks, Dean.
Sticker. Thank you.
Sorry,
so much.
super sticker. Thanks very much indeed. $4.99. Much appreciated, my friend. And you as well, mate. Thank you for being here. One more watch, guys. One more watch, and then I say we've just gone over the time, but make up for my mistake this evening, not going live, which I thought I had done, but obviously never pressed the live. Let's go. Right, this one, guys. I don't know what you think of this, but for any of the enthusiasts out there of William Wood, get rid of that credit note. The Dunkirk. Sorry, I've just. To me, guys, I don't know. Does this sound a bit pricey? Does this sound a bit pricey? 3,000 or nearly almost £4,000 Dunkirk watch. Let me just have a quick. It's Swiss made. Our new Dunkirk watch is made of Shoes de France, Switzerland. Movement specifications. Let's have a quick look. Read more. It's a Swiss made Sellita Group SW220 movement, upgraded to the premium top grade with the highest position accuracy of plus or minus 4 seconds a day. Wow. 15 seconds a day, up to
how much is it?
It's 3,995. It's I don't know whether it's a little bit trumpy, but it just says anyone who purchases Dunkirk watch will have their name engraved onto a plaque on the boat that will sail over the channel in 2025 for the 80th year anniversary of the Dunkirk evacuation. So that's, I suppose, something to look forward to. It did explain, guys, let me just very quickly. Our case is finished in a Casson 8 grade bronze with the sides and lugs executed with a brush finish. Bronze will age and patina over time, changing both colours and texture. The case can be brought back to looking, that's not what I'm looking for, to be honest, sorry. It's a one-of-a-kind bronze in black and red with inspired by the unique, oh, here we go, this might be it. The one-of-a-kind dial in bronze, black and red was inspired by the unique twin telegraphs of the Massey Shore, which are used to operate both the fire pumps and the main engines of the ship. The dial uses an aged champagne Super Luminova to look like a watch from the 1940s. Both Stop and London illuminate on the dial in the red to match the Massey telegraphs. Caseback design, we will remember. A beautiful commemorative caseback features a scene of Dunkirk engraved on the three-tone bronze, including soldiers waiting on the beach and the little boats. An original piece of the Massey Shore engine used in the Dunkirk evacuation has been melted down and poured into the silhouette of the Massey Shore on the horizon of the caseback Operation Dynamo scene. So that's something as well, guys, for you. So you enthusiasts that are into these sort of watches from William Wood, sorry, Alex, what was the other brand that don't do the bombs? Oh, I forget. Sorry, it's gone out of my head.
You're talking about the Lancaster bomber.
Quick. Zero West.
Zero West.
Sorry, guys. Yeah. So anybody that's enthusiastic of Zero West and William Wood, this was, I'll imagine.
Yeah, William Wood do sort of make watches out of recycled parts of fire equipment. So
like hose pipes and things like that. Might make the watch out of hose pipe or something like that. Yeah. But as I say, guys, this is a new release from them. Okay. So as I say, any enthusiasts that collect this particular sort of memorabilia, be right up your streets, guys. I'm going to stop sharing now and come back, and we've been going now for nearly an hour and 15 minutes. And I'd just like to say thank you to Alex for joining me tonight, and to Red Shovel, who's just had to go. But thank you, Red, for joining us. Much appreciated. Guys, thank you in the chat. And all those at Dean, Dr. Bob's Nightmare, 4 CDs, all the guys that super chatted. It's much appreciated.
Apes and Sea
Sorry?
Apes and Sea Nord also.
Apes, yeah. And thank you so much for super chatting, guys. As you know now, we are using the channel. It's been monetized. So thank you very much indeed. So that's the end, guys. I'd just like to wish you all have a fantastic week ahead. And thank you for joining us. And Alex and myself, take care, guys. Best wishes.
Go over to Fashion Police. I think they're not broad. I don't think it's on the iBashers channel, isn't it, or something? It's not on Oshin's channel anymore. So they're doing it just solely from the other channel. So go and have a look, guys. There, always good conversation and good content on their Monday night show.
Yeah,
and of course we have the irrepressible Tim Wright later on, no doubt.
Yeah, at 10 o'clock. So, guys, from me and Kojak, thank you so much for joining us. Take care. God bless. We'll see you next week. Thank you so much.
Okay, guys.